Assalamualaikum. So in this presentation, I will like to introduce to all of you about the first private research university in Malaysia that was called as Multimedia University, or also known as MMU. So MMU was first established in 1997 and has two main campuses, which first in Cyberjaya and then in Melaka. So MMU offers a wide range of programs through its various faculties, from engineering, IT, business, to law, communication, and creative multimedia. So with such diversity of programs, MMU has to maintain high standards just to stay competitive in the market. So especially as a private institution that relies heavily on student fees and reputation. That brings us to the core of this presentation, which is about intellectual capital. So, according to the Corporate Finance Institute, intellectual capital is defined as the company's collective knowledge and resources that provide economic benefits. For MMU, this includes everything from the qualified lectures, e-learning platform, and research capabilities to the industry partners and alumni network.
To briefly share with you how human capital and knowledge management work hand in hand to support an organization's success. First, knowledge management (KM) is all about how we gather, share, and use knowledge within an organization. It helps us improve performance and maintain a strong competitive edge, especially in fast-moving industry. But KM alone is not enough. We also need the right human capital, which means employees with the right skill, experience, and knowledge. When we combine KM with strong human capital, we create smarter decisions and drive more innovation. The real success of KM depends on more than just system. It relies on our people. Their motivation, culture, and willingness to share knowledge are what truly make KM effective. That's why investing in our people through training, leadership development, and learning-friendly culture is so important. When we do this, we not only improve knowledge flow, but also prepare our teams to face new challenges. In short, when KM strategies are aligned with human capital, organizations become more adaptable, more innovation, and ultimately more competitive. Thank you. Let's start with the role of human capital at Multimedia University. As a knowledge-based university, MMU's success really depends on how well it creates, shares, and applies knowledge. That's why human capital is so important to the people. Their skill, experience, and mindset directly support both innovation and academic excellence. To stay ahead, MMU use knowledge technology platforms that help their employees adapt and compete more effectively in higher education. At the same time, MMU training programs are designed to match the university changing goals and what staff actually need in their roles. This helps ensure that talent is always aligned with their direction. Moving on, training and performance alignment, MMU take a strategy approach to employee development. MMU use a tool called Training Need Analysis or TNA as part of their performance management system. This helps identify exactly what each staff member needs to grow in their role. The training that MMU provides is not one-size-fits-all. It's tailored to fit specific roles and priorities. This allows us to close skill gaps and support both academic quality and operational excellence. In the long run, this strategy helps MMU build a workforce that is not only skilled but also flexible and future-ready. Finally, broader vision of human capital. Human capital at MMU goes beyond just technical skill, but also emphasizes values like social responsibility, organizational culture, and even spiritual growth as part of their overall vision. Their goals is to shape employees who are not capable but also motivate, ethical, and connect to the university's mission. This broader approach is part of what we call intellectual capital, which include leadership, trust, and community engagement. With these people, first strategy, MMU builds long-term competitiveness and the ability to respond to change while staying true to their values. Thank you.
Structural capital refers to the non-human assets of an organization that supports employees' productivity and organizational performance. MMU has established a digital platform known as CLIC. This portal is accessible to all employees and it contains essential resources such as teaching modules, policies, procedures, and other important files. In fact, MMU has recently completed the first phase of migrating to the new CLIC platform, which marked a significant digital transformation for the university. Compared to the previous system, the new portal is so much faster and better at consolidating data, making knowledge more accessible across department. Moving on, in terms of knowledge sharing, MMU conduct regular internal training sessions. However, these sessions are typically limited to selected employees. Nevertheless, the employees who attend this training are required to share the knowledge and insight they gain with their colleagues, ensuring that the information benefits the wider organization. Another important point is how MMU handles knowledge transfer when employees retire. Capturing critical knowledge can be challenging. To address this, they implement a handover process, where the successor is brought in 1 to 2 months before the retirement date. This allows for proper knowledge transfer during what they call the hand-holding period. However, there are still challenges, particularly in recruiting new academic staff on time. In addition, although MMU does not have a formal knowledge management policy, they practice effective knowledge sharing through structured meetings. For example, quarterly performance meetings are held, where department heads come together to discuss achievements, challenges, and ways to collaborate. On top of that, monthly leadership meetings are conducted to ensure faster decision making and action implementation. At Multimedia University, structural capitals play a vital role in supporting knowledge sharing and organizational efficiency. One key example is the CLIC portal, which provides centralized access to teaching modules, policies, and important documents for all employees. The university also practices a hand-holding period to ensure smooth knowledge transfer when staff retire. Regular performance and leadership meetings further encourage elaboration, collaboration, and quick decision-making. Although MMU has good practices, the absence of formal knowledge management policy remains an area for improvement.
Next is relational capital. Relational capital is relationship with external parties such as customers, suppliers, and other stakeholders. The relational capital applied by MMU is partnerships and customer feedback. MMU use transactional net promoter score (TNPS) to gain feedback from staff and also customers who are students. This feedback can help MMU to focus which areas of strength and weakness in its services to improve. Next is partnerships. MMU collaborating with Telekom Malaysia. For example, TMRND has partnered with MMU on projects such as the Campus Lifecycle Management System (CLIC). In addition, MMU also recognized by Ministry of Higher Education, and also MMU has been granted self-accreditation by the Malaysia Qualification Agency (MQA). Next is the effectiveness of relational capital. Firstly, MMU communicates better with their community and build trust by using TNPS. This system allows MMU to collect feedback and helps the university to understand what is working well and what need to be improved. MMU can maintain good relationship with their partnership by carefully follows the rule that be set up by both the Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia and Telekom Malaysia. This shows that MMU is serious about meeting national standards and expectations.
So, according to Siti Zaitun, one of the biggest problem is limited budget. Because there's not enough money, it's hard for MMU to invest in important things like staff training, new technology, and research. These are all important to help both students and lecturers improve. With enough funding, it becomes hard to keep up with the changing needs of education and innovation. is related. So next one is related to the personality traits of some individual, especially those who are introvert or shy. These people may find it hard to share their knowledge openly in group settings or with people they do not know well. Instead, they only share information with close friends or colleagues. This can cause problems because it limits the sharing of knowledge between departments or teams. And when ideas don't flow freely, it slows down learning and teamwork within the university. Last but not least is when employees resign and new staff are hired. Of course, the new staff bring their own experience and knowledge from other places, but sometimes their way of working doesn't match MMU's culture or system. This can cause confusion or slow down the work process, but because they need time to adjust and understand how MMU operates. So in conclusion, to solve those problems as mentioned before, MMU can try to get more funding from outside sources like companies or research grants. They can also create safe space or use online platform to help shy people and share ideas. And to help new staff, MMU can give proper training and orientation so they understand how things work. By improving its human, structural and relational capital, MMU can offer better education, build strong partnership and stay ahead as leading private university in Malaysia. That's all from us. Thank you.